What's up, YouTube? My name is Rabbi Bright Jones and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to create an artwork for a client and I decided to record and also bring you guys along with me. Okay, so today I'm going to use these resources, very simple resources, not very much. Yes, just a background, a cloudy background, the client's image. Actually there are two because they are twins, and a fiery circle, a frame in a PNG form, a glowing lens light, and some few sparks. Yes, so I've already opened the size that I'm going to work in, that is 20 inches by 20 inches, and I'm going to start now. So first off, I'm going to draw a rectangle over the whole workspace and make sure it is set to gray. So the color is supposed to be something just like so. Okay, then I'm going to bring in the next resource, that is the glowing ring. Okay, so the glowing ring is in now. I am going to clean the lower part because we don't want the Getty image and all those things. You don't want it, so I'm just going to clean it. And after that, I'm going to set the blend mode to screen. So automatically the screen takes out the black parts in the PNG, and I'm going to make sure it fills the whole lower part just like so. Then after that, I am going to move on to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. I'm just going to add a few blur to it to take out the pixelation and whatever because it's not in a quality form. Then click OK for it to work around it. After that, I am going to add another resource, and this time around it's going to be the background, the cloudy background, and it is in Camera Raw now, and I just want to reduce a few colors and stuff. I don't want much blue in it, purple. I should make it black and white. That's going to be very cool. So where's the black and white? Yes. So I'm going to set the whole thing to black and white and make sure there's much clarity in the background. I'm going to hit on OK now. So the image is in. I'm going to make sure it fills the whole workspace just like so. Then I'm going to make sure it is under the ring light as you see here. So I'm going to turn off the ring light for the meantime because I'm going to work on the background for it to be as darker as it can be. So first off, let's start with a blend mode. So I'm going to start moving on. Okay, so guys, I settled with color dodge, so I'm just going to lock it like so. And what is my work without spotlight? You see, the problem is I always forget to add the spotlight into the resources that I arranged before bringing it here. I'm supposed to add the spotlight, but I always forget. So let me just go and find the spotlight and bring it in real quick. So the spotlight is in now, and I'm going to make sure it fills the whole screen like so. Then after that, I'm going to select the background, the cloudy image background, and add some curves to it. So just click on the effects down here, select the curves, and the problem is I would have to clip the curves into the background so it works for the background only. That is the cloudy image. So I'm just going to add a few adjustments to the cloud like this, and I think it's cool. This is very perfect. So I'm going to turn on the ring light now and place it somewhere like here, then position it way down because I want the effect to come down and be filling the upper space. I don't know how to term this. So let's enter the resource folder and select the next resource. So I'm going to bring in the spark and add it. And whenever you bring in sparks, make sure you set the blend mode to screen. Set the blend mode to screen and make sure it fills as you want it to be. For me, I want it to be like this. Then I'm just going to enter the folder again, bring another spark, drop it in, set the blend mode to screen, then work around with the way I want it to be, just like so. Okay, so after I am done, I am going to bring in the next resource, and this time around I think I should bring in the image, or yes, the image is going to pop in. So actually they sent me this image in a low resolution type of thing and I wasn't impressed, but well, clients will always be clients. So when it comes, just you just take the work and you have to deal with it. Yes, so there are some few major adjustments I have to do with this image. The image is very bad, but let me try something with it. We are going to I'm going to make them fill the lower part like this, just like this. I mean, this is the correct way. That this is the only thing I can do for them. Like, yes. Then I'm going to send this image into Camera Raw and add some few touch-ups to it. So the image is here now. I'm just going to add a few, like some few clarity, texture, and add some shadows to it, probably contrast. I just want the image to be okay, because at this point the image is very bad, and yeah, it's very, very bad. And what else? Blacks, just a little bit of black like that, and yeah, I think that would do. So the effect is done now, and this is really worse, like it's worse, but all the same I have something I want to do. So I'm going to bring in the frame in here, and I'm going to scale the frame to fill like one, like this. You see, it's going to fill the head like this. Wait, let me save my work. So the work is saved now. It's saved. So I'm going to duplicate the frame and make sure it is doing the same work as it is doing on the other guy, just like so. But this guy is going to have like a smaller something like this. Yeah, I think this is dope. This is cool. And they are twins. Yes, I forgot to show you the details they sent me, and this is the details. It says Sunday Twin Mejimeni, produced by Nana Beats. Mejimeni, go. Yes. So this is the small thing I want to add to the. So I want the inside of the frame as colored as it could be, or like as colored as it can be, and I'm going to add like a solid behind those frames. So it's going to be something like this. You see, the frame is going to have its own background, but the outer body of them is going to have like the normal thing that you see right there. So I've created a rectangle. I'm going to add much more red. It should have been a gradient rather. Let me create a gradient rather. So let me just delete the new layer and gradient overlay. And I have this red here. Yes, I'm going to use this red for them. And also duplicate the same rectangle for the other guy. And make sure it fits the whole. Who's this? Damn. Make sure it fits the frame also, though. So after that, I'm going to make sure the outer body, like from this lower part here, is black and white. Then the middle of the frames are going to be colored as they are right now. Okay, so for that, I would have to duplicate their image and select the rectangle. You see, the rectangle is more like it has already selected the area of the head. Then I am going to select the lasso tool, right click in the middle of the selection bar. You have to make sure you've selected the image of the subject and just layer via cut. So now we have the head of, let me turn this off. As you can see, the head is the head is there, but the body is gone. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing for the other guy, just like so. Then I'm going to right click, layer via cut, and then turn off the body. So now we have only their heads in there, but I duplicated the image, so you see this is how it's going to be. Then I'm just going to set the out one, that is the lower image that you see here. I'm going to set it to black and white, like so, as very simple as it should be. Yes, so like we're having the frames covering up the colored parts of the image, and I think that is a bit cool. I don't know if it's all that cool, but it's a bit cool for me. Yes, so I'm going to reduce the scale of the whole image thing, because the image is very, very bad. Actually bad. It is bad. Yes. Okay guys, so let's move on. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some few details to the frames. So the frames are already in like smart objects, but I'm going to rasterize them because I don't want any low slagging thing in my PC. So for the frame, not much details. I mean, contrast, highlights back, shadows front, whites back, blacks, clarity, a bit of texture, a bit of saturation because I want the yellows, and some detail, the detail to a bit of sharpening, the masking to just something random to get things out of the way. Oranges too, and the yellow as well. Then we're good to go. Click on OK. Okay, so the adjustment is done now. I'm going to add the same thing to the other frame, just like so. So the effect is applied to the other frame now, and if you look closely, see there's a bit like, you see this one is high in quality and this one is low in quality. So let me add some shadows to the frames just to give it a little bit of difference or something. So the shadows have been added now. Some minor adjustments to the shadow, and yeah, I think we're good to go. So I'm going to copy the shadow, copy layer style, and apply it to the other frame, just like so. Nice. So let me save, because these people can take off. They can take their light anytime. I don't want them to take the light, then the work will be in the middle. Yes, and it will hurt me if I don't get to show you this that I'm doing, because probably you guys can learn something. So I've done it's done saving now. Let me add the text, that is the name of the track, and it says Major Many. And actually I had like a different concept for them, but their image is I wanted to do the head replacement thing and just place their head somewhere else, make them feel as if they are enjoying life or something, as the track title says. So yeah, so I'm going to select the text tool and just click in the the default color is blue. I don't want blue. I'm just going to set to white, then fill the space like this. Okay, so it says Major Many. So major, let's type major first like this. Okay, so major is done. Then let's duplicate like this and add many, just like so. So Major Many, I'm going to make sure both the Major Many is like aligning together. Yeah, something like this. So Major Many. It actually sounds a bit funny when I say it that way, Major Many. Well, so I don't want to use like I don't know how to put it, like a different font, something. Yeah, like I want like a simple font as I'm using right here. So Major Many is going to have some few shadows to it. So drop shadow. Let me zoom in so you guys can see the shadow well. So this is the shadow I'm going to apply, some few minor adjustments, then click on OK. Then I'm going to right click on the shadow and just hit on create layer just to separate the shadow from the text. Then I'm going to just distort the shadow so it overlaps into the menu. This effect is something I've been using for a long time. This shouldn't be a surprise. I've been using this like a long time. So drop shadow on the menu as well and click on enter. Very simple. And create the shadow out from the text and also reduce the opacity for it and add some distortion, or I don't know how you're going to call it, but then do whatever you want with it. So after this, I think this is very basic and I love the way like how basic it is. I mean, it is really basic. Yes. Then overall this is cool, but what if I add like a gold to the name, the main text, that is the program. What am I even saying, Charlie, of late? So yeah, let me look for the gold. I'm looking for the gold right now. Found the gold. So I'm going to place the gold in the major like so and make sure it fills the whole thing. Then duplicate and also make sure it is working for the menu as well, something like this. Very simple. Yes, and zoom out, and I think this too is cool. This is very nice. This is cool. Yes, so I'm going to lock the gold because it tends to get in my way. Then after that, I'm going to duplicate the major because I'm about to type something else in it. So if you look at the detail here, we have Sunday Twins Major Many produced by Nana Beats. So I'm going to write type their name, Sunday Beats. So is it Sunday Twins? I'm saying Sunday Beats. Hey Charlie, what did wrong me? So it says Sunday Twin, and You see, sometimes people make mistake. It's not twins, so it's twin, because if you say twins, then it means you have like two twin or something. I don't know how this thing works, but then all the same, you're good to go. So for the Sunday twin, I'm going to use a different font, and I have this font here called Battlefield. Battlefield is, I have a lot of fonts. I don't use all of them, but I have a lot of fonts. I can brag about the fonts I have, because I have like 3 gig of fonts, or 4 or 5. I don't know. It's a lot, but I use just a few. So Sunday twins, and I'm going to add a bit of drop shadow to it, just like so. Reduce the opacity and click on enter. Then I'm going to add the produced by Nana Beats. Produced by Nana Beats, and for that one, it has to be under the image menu, like so. So prod dot by Nana Beats, like this. It is too big, so I'm just going to reduce the, who's this? I'm just going to reduce the opacity. I'm going to reduce the scale for it and space it out to fill the whole thing. So I mean, something like this is actually cool. Yeah. So the problem right here is, you see the Mejimeni is on top of the frames that are created. So I'll have to shift the whole detail thing, Mejimeni Sunday twin, up a bit and see how it's going to. You see, the last time I did this thing with my keyboard, and my enter key came off. It will say 2. And I didn't regret it, because graphic design, Charlie, you have to expect everything. I forgot to add the shadows, so let me just select them and let's go again. You should imagine my face doing this. It is actually fun doing this. I mean, this is one thing that makes me enjoy graphic design, like doing the keyboard, like I really love it. Except one day, I best say, not too many. So yes, so the Mejimeni is placed on top, but I'm having this weird idea of changing the font to the Battlefield font I used for the Sunday twin. Let me see if it's going to work out. And okay, let me change it for the menu also and see how it's going to turn out. It's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm supposed to go with this, but no, let me stick with Gotham. This is Gotham. Let me just stick with Gotham. Yeah. So guys, this is basically all that I wanted to do, because the details they provided were like very simple, and the image was very bad. So I'm going to bring in the glowing rounded whatever, and for this one I'm going to place it like behind them, so probably it's like the twin effect or something coming off from their back. So something like this, and I'm going to make sure it's a bit smaller, like so. Then let me change the color. So color overlay, let me change it to like red or something, just so I don't know how it's going to look, but yeah, I think this is cool. Red is cool. Yeah, then shift it down a bit like so, and yeah. So guys, I don't know about this. For me, this is all I could do about the image. I really had a different concept for them, but I mean the image couldn't give me the chance to do that. So this is all I could do, and this is going to be the end of the tutorial. I don't know if you learned something from this, but then you guys should ask me questions. I don't see the questions in my comment section, because please, how did you do this, how did you do that? I mean, all those things. Yeah, you have to do that, and if you do that, I'll be very glad. Just ask me questions. Yes. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll make sure to see you in the next one. So actually, I'll make sure to drop the episode 6 of the graphic design contest today or tomorrow. because I'm now editing it and I'm not done. So yeah, you guys should anticipate. So without further talks, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.